More than 100 acres burned so far in the Wetlands Park. Metro Police shared this video online of the intense fire that broke out this afternoon. It is keeping local and federal crews working through the night.
Clark County firefighters and crews with the Bureau of Land Management are at the scene right now as they are fighting this fire. They're also working to protect nearby structures.
And today's fire is the fourth in recent months at the wetlands. Clark County crews responded to the first fire this year on March 31st.
Less than 2 weeks later, yet another blaze. Then June 9th, a little more than 2 weeks ago, another fire broke out. Fox 5's Kim Passoff is live in the Cadence neighborhood tonight.
Yeah, she has more on what we know so far and the impact of these fires as crews monitor hotspots tonight.
Yeah, at this hour, firefighters do have the upper hand. It appears they have this fire knocked out. There are no longer any visible flames, but there is still a thick layer of smoke here. It is permeated throughout this neighborhood. This is a new section of the Cadence neighborhood, newly built. And neighbors say since moving in here, these fires keep happening, and today's came closer than ever before. One woman who we spoke to says that she wants local leaders to do something about it.
Actually, I work remote, so I was working at home and I was looking out my window and then I saw a huge plume of smoke coming over. Everything was just completely covered in gray smoke going clear up into the sky, and you could literally see the flames. Like, the flames looked really, really high.
Where the smoke is now, is that as close as it got, or did it get closer to the wall?
I would say right there, that's been the closest spot so far. But it was closer to those houses over there. It was a little scary as it was kind of moving this way.
This is the fourth fire in the wetlands this year. Being somebody whose home backs up to this open area, talk to me about your concerns there.
Yeah, we're very concerned about safety because it's continually happening and we haven't really seen much being done. We do know that there are some transits who do live back here, and so we believe that that may be a cause of the fire, and we haven't seen a lot being done about it because they're out here quite regularly.
Yeah. So when people think, obviously we worry about the animals, you know, one of the fires we saw some beavers running away and whatnot. Right. So we think about that, but one thing I don't know that's been talked about is how close some of these homes are to the wetlands.
Exactly, and that's what we were afraid of too, because we were actually blessed of the wind. The wind didn't come this direction, but at any time if it would have come this direction, it could have caught any of this dry brush and just blown into all of our backyards, front yards, and our houses.
What would your message be to local leaders to try to get them to, because every time that there's been one of these fires, we've asked, you know, how was this started? What can be done to prevent it? We continue to see them. What would your message be to them?
I would say we need proper housing or proper housing solutions, right? Because until we get housing solutions, we're going to continue to have this problem. And as we continue to have this problem, it's going to be a threat to neighborhoods, to children, to wildlife, to everyone.
And as for the cause of today's fire, that has yet to be determined. But as for the last three fires, two of them were found to be human-caused. The third was undetermined. Reporting live tonight, Kim Passoff, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.
The Fox 5 drone capturing this aerial view of the burn scars left behind by the previous fire in the park. This is video of the fire that happened June 9th. It was taken last week. It scorched about 16 acres, according to the county. The county says the cause of that fire is still undetermined tonight.